favorited that. He noticed and favorited that, and I'm like, okay. And then I put, I'm tempted to stalk you now, but I won't. And he retweeted that. And I'm like, I've been noticed. Anyway, shout out to Gian. I can never pronounce your name, so I'm just gonna say Gian. God, some people.
All right, let's do the retro segment next.
Before we get into that, I wanted to, since we're still technically on Pokemon, there is I feel like this game gets overshadowed because of Oros coming out, but there's the Pokemon Art Academy coming out in November, I believe, for the 3DS, and it actually looks pretty cool. As the name implies, it's a spin-off of the Art Academy series, which is being released on the Wii U, just stylized Art Academy, and it teaches you pretty much how to draw Pokemon with your stylus, and you can actually upload your either from, as the time goes on, your failures to your masterpieces, supposedly masterpieces, I should add, to Miiverse, and through their in-game. It has already been released in Japan and Europe. We actually get the game October 24th. So I don't know if that's technically within 2 weeks, but I guess if it is, I could put that in my looking forward to.
Yes.
And just a little tidbit there. But anyway, moving on to the retro segment.
I'm loving it.
Oh. No, that's not what I meant. No, we don't have product placement in our podcast.
I didn't say anything. I don't know.
Disclaimer, that was not a product placement.
That was not a product placement. By the way, everybody go eat at McDonald's. It is a delicious place. Oh, sorry.
Just kidding. Wait, it is.
Sorry.
It's part of the downfall of America's economy. Anyway, retro segment. Okay. Now, for this initial episode, it's going to be different from, if any, ongoing episodes, if we even get any views out of this. But I doubt we will.
According to Maroon, we are doing well with the air.
Well with the air. Are we airbenders? Anyway.
Can I be No, I don't want to shave my head. Never mind.
No, I want to be Cora.
I'd be embarrassed if I had a blue
I'm just going to be gender bent Cora. Because that's a thing, apparently.
Okay, then.
Anyway, enough of gender bending and fandoms and things. I was... Yes. Hey, let's not go into the other well-known rule, please. Anyway.
Uncomfortable.
Background noise. I apologize.
No, you don't.
Anyway. Hold on a sec. Intermission for my end.
That's supposed to be intermission music, but I don't know if it's working. Whoa! I'm getting an ad. I turned on the Twitch stream.
You could just play the Jeopardy music.
That's enough of the ad. I wonder how far behind the... Hopefully you guys can't hear this. I apologize if you can. I do have a headset on, so hopefully that's muting it a bit. Oh, not very. That's weird. My voice sounds different than it normally does over a microphone. True. Sword Quest. Another word. Nope. So, what's a good series we could visit in our... Okay, I'm getting confused by listening to this podcast. Okay. So, what's a series that we think needs to come back?
Dare I say the obvious? Dragon Ball Z. Um,
No, a game series. And yes, I know they had the Tenkai series for Dragon Ball as a fighting game. Um, no, mainly a let's put it this way: a game series that isn't based off of television or movie.
oh, we were talking about game series. Okay.
Yes.
I didn't hear that because I was muted. Okay, that will be not in the recording. Game series. Well, I'm gonna tie this into our retro segment. Chrono Trigger.
Hmm. Chrono Trigger. Yes. Well, this is
Oh, really? So basically, supposedly like Final Fantasy IV slash that Dragon Quest remake on the 3DS, basically. Oh, and then it never turned into anything. Thanks, Square Enix. Okay. Yeah, that's odd. I never heard about that. And no, I do
so.
not
It's like
consider
the
Chrono.
PlayStation 3 tech demo of Final Fantasy 7.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm still kind of pissed off about that.
And I still do not consider Chrono Cross a true sequel. Just too many plot holes with that being.
I never played Chrono Cross. I played Chrono Trigger.
Yes, I have Chrono Trigger on my the original on remake, I guess, on the DS. Kind of.
I played Chrono Trigger actually on Z-SNES.
Oh, okay.
So, but no, I wanted to bring that up. I wanted to bring up what game series we should bring back as part of the retro series because there are older game series that I'm sure could make a comeback today, even if they just remake the original games. Like I'd like to see a remake of Rampage, which I know they've done a modern Rampage.
And it failed.
It did. I think if it would have been for a different platform, it might have done better. If it wouldn't have seemed like a rush job, it probably would have done better.
No. I'm gonna harken back to the old 8-bit days of the NES.
8-bit, yes. Let's
and
speak
that
8-bit.
one mascot of that one company that just.
If you go to Super Mario Brothers,
no, we're going to.
Thank God.
That one theme. And that one E3 hype moment. Mega Man. I am sick of Capcom and their treatment of Mega Man. Mega Man Legends 3 did not need to be canceled. Their excuse was totally their explanation was totally inaccurate. The petitions proved them wrong, and they still canceled it. It's all because Inafune left that they've trashed Mega Man like they have. I am excited for Mighty Number 9 next year. I hope because it looks amazing. Except Inafune is behind it. So this way, this fan game hopefully won't screw up. Though I do love.
Get ready to hate me.
Uh-oh.
I feel Mega Man is overrated.
I can see that because of all the iterations and all that. Mega Man 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
It lacks story.
Yes, I can
agree. At least the original games. I know they tried to add in one later, but I still feel that the story feels forced, and I feel that it's repetitive.
I agree with you. That is one of the weaknesses of at least the classic series. I do praise the X series for trying and, for the most part, successfully.
The X series, I think what the X series did best was introduce new characters into the Mega Man universe. Although, in some cases, when playing as these alternate characters, it feels like a reskinned Mega Man. Though, which is an issue for me. I think if you have new characters, they should feel unique
and new. Hence, new.
It shouldn't feel like it shouldn't feel like, oh yeah, we have X now or we have Zero now. Let's play
Y
as
now.
him and then do the exact same stuff that we did when we were as Mega Man.
Yes.
I'm sorry, but it's just my opinion. I've never been that big into Mega Man. I've played the original games. I've played, I think I've played Mega Man 2, 3, and 4.
2 was the best, still.
Mega Man
Of the
2. I
classic.
liked Mega Man 3 a little better than 2. That's just my opinion.
Uh-huh.
Um, I I just felt like I do like the level design overall. I
Mm-hmm.
like, at least in Mega Man 3, how you progress through the levels in the order that you want.
Mm-hmm. And not
When
the
I
order
played
that's best.
through, what was it, Super Mario Galaxy, it reminded me a lot of that.
Oh yeah. Great games,
Um,
by the way.
yes, uh, I did like that. I really did.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, in a certain progression, it worked easier because if you beat the easier bosses, they give you the weapons to take on the harder bosses.
Mm-hmm.
And end up at the end, you end up facing against Dr. Wily, and you end up beating him. It just, I don't know. I
Yeah.
never really got behind it, and I feel like with the Mega Man series, it feels like it's the same thing repeated.
Mm-hmm.
Even when they did bring in new characters and stuff,
Yes.
I just could never get behind it,
And
and I
then when they,
apologize.
yeah, and then when they tried to drastically change it, aka Mega Man Battle Network slash Star Force, it felt like something completely different that just had the Mega Man name tacked on. I'm sorry. I love the Battle Network and Star Force series, but they don't feel canon and they don't feel like a true Mega Man game because there's no pew 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 jump, etc.
Yeah.
There's just no platforming. It's more of an RPG. Though I do love Mega Man Legends. Now, we're sticking with Nintendo platforms and opening up a whole nother can of worms. We're going back to the N64. Screw you, Microsoft. What have you done with Conker?
Yeah, what has I done?
A
Yeah,
better question would be, screw you, Microsoft. What have you done with Killer Instinct?
more likely, well, I will admit, even though Rare wasn't behind it, the reboot was pretty good on the Xbox One. That was pretty good.
The reboot, the game itself, yes, is good, but the what I saw about it is what irritated me off, and it was actually one of my deciding factors in getting a PlayStation 4 over an Xbox One. You're gonna give me two characters to start with,
Yeah, I did not like
and
that
then
design.
charge me $5 a character after that?
I did not
No,
like that
thank you.
at all. Did not
I'll
like that.
pass.
Stop bullshit.
Uh huh. I'm afraid
That
that.
and the whole slew of stuff Microsoft was going to do when they were releasing the Xbox One. Just
Mm
no. I'll go with Sony. They didn't have any of that from the jump.
hmm. Mm hmm.
It was rumored. It was rumored for the PlayStation 3. Sony squashed it then. It didn't even come up for the PlayStation 4.
Yep.
Microsoft wanted to do all that crap for the Xbox 360. They really, really, really were dead set on doing it for the Xbox One. And with as close to release as it came, they
Yeah.
had to pull Xbox Ones back to reprogram them.
Yep.
No.
It was a disaster.
But
And
that
it still
that's
Yeah,
is.
that's
the
my rant against the Xbox One. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yep. It was still. It was
Yeah.
still plagued with issues. I will admit, PS4 was plagued with its own issues. Battlefield 4. But
Hey
it,
now.
it still felt like a more complete experience than the Xbox One did at launch, from what I
I'm
had seen.
surprised at how fluid the PlayStation 4 is, really.
Yes.
I it it's streamlined and
Sorry.
not streamlined at the same time. I don't
Yeah.
understand how it works,
But it
and I
works.
don't understand why I like it, but I like it.
Hmm. Though, one of the few games on the Xbox One that is an exclusive that I actually am looking forward to. Shocker. Uh, the only reason I'm looking forward to this game it is because it is one of my favorite developers in the gaming industry, and that is Insomniac Games' new IP, Sunset Overdrive. That looks cool.
Oh
I,
my god, have you seen the trailer for
the
it?
live action trailer? Yes.
Yes.
That was
The live
hilarious.
action trailer of the live action trailer.
Yes, that was pretty good
That
on
was
their part.
amazing. I was laughing the whole way through that.
Hmm.
No, the
Yeah.
only real interest I had in the Xbox One that said, okay, this system has an inkling of a chance for me was Forza 5. And the only reason for that, I'm not specifically a fan of racing games. I'll play them every now and again.
Hmm.
Occasionally they strike my fancy and I'll play them. What really interested me in it is their cloud AI instead of
Oh
they
yeah.
had cloud intelligence over artificial intelligence.
Yes.